On Derrick Rose night tonight in Chicago, the Bulls beat the Knicks by 13, 139 to 126. Back now from the corner three, presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. Knicks are back home Monday night to play host to Orlando, and it begins a stretch of 10 of the next 12 at home the rest of the month. The only two road games for the rest of January are at Philadelphia and at the Nets. Time now to listen into the post-game comments from Knicks coach Tom Thibodeau, as always, presented by Chase.
Third quarter was a problem. You know, that's their style of play is they play fast, and so you know, we missed a couple shots and we were slow getting back, and they closed the gap right away, and then it was uphill battle after that. Then we got some life in the fourth, cut it I think to 6, and had a shot, but you know, fell short.
The total of last night's game, do you think it impacted today at all?
Yeah, you know, I think, you know, probably some, but back-to-backs are part of the league, and you couple that with they were off for 3 days, you know, so I knew they were going to be high energy. And, you know, I thought offensively we scored plenty. Defensively, you know, we have to do better.
You exert so much energy to come back and to cut it to 6. Is it just hard to get over that final hump and get there?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good offensive team. They got rhythm, you know, and so the challenge is that they can score quickly. If you know, if you score and you jog back, or you know, you complain to an official, they're racing it up, and so you know, that's where we could be better. And you know, I knew this would be as much a mental challenge as a physical one, and so you know, overall, you know, we just went through a pretty tough stretch in terms of where we were with the schedule. You know, I think we're +6 to the road, 5 out of the last 6 on the road. So now we got a chance to, you know, go home, and you know, obviously there's a lot of things that we have to work on and clean up.
You know what happened with the cat at the end of the game?
I haven't heard from medical yet.
You mentioned, but you guys have done, I think, 21 out of 36 on the road here, and now have a month where you basically almost don't have to get on a plane. Just kind of, what does that present differently for you?
Well, I think, you know, the important thing is for us to understand exactly, you know, where we are. So, and it's, I mean, the stretch of, you know, 5 and 6 on the road, a lot of travel involved. We get a chance to go home, but it's a good challenge for us because, you know, we go back and, you know, Orlando, they're getting people back, Bonchero's back. That'll be a good test. And then, you know, there's a lot of teams that are playing well right now that are coming in. So we got to take it day by day, game by game. Don't look too far ahead. Just get ready for Orlando, but get our legs under us and get a chance to get in the gym and fix things and work on things and continue to improve. So I don't want us to get away from, you know, the way we've mapped out the season, and that's for us to lock into daily improvement and don't get lost. You know, obviously we fell short the last 2 days. Now, you know, get ready for Orlando, do the things that are necessary to prepare to win that game.
All right, well, you're the former player. You can speak to this better than anybody, obviously. When you look ahead to the schedule, and you're talking already about these are the dog days for these players. You got 12 games for the rest of the month. We've mentioned that 10 are at home, and the road trips, the 2 road games, are at the Nets and at Philly. So how advantageous is this for this team the rest of the month?
It's very advantageous, but it's no guarantees. You still have to go out and play at a high level and perform to win games in this league. You see how hard it is, and I talk about this all the time. You never feel bad for winning. You never, Alan says, you never apologize for winning. Because when you can get those wins, you grab them, you take them, you put it in your win column on the left side of your column. You do not want those losses. And when those losses come, they have to bother you. They bother this team, obviously. This team normally bounces back after 1 loss. But a 2-game losing streak, got to put an end to this on Monday, got to take care of business at home. The benefit of being at home is you got those fans. You got 20,000 people that are behind you. You're sleeping in your own bed. So you have that adrenaline push that you need. I think this Chicago Bulls team, they had an adrenaline push with the Derrick Rose ceremony, with all the emotion in the building. all former players coming back, flying in to watch this game for Derrick Rose and to cheer for a legendary player in their franchise, I think it elevated this team a little bit. I think it gives the home team a little bit of extra juice. And that's what the Knicks are going to get for this month. But you can't take it for granted. You still got to go out there and earn those wins, even at home.
I don't know if it's the imagination or the reality, but it seems like Kobe White always has a good game against the Knicks. 9 made threes, career high. He goes 9 of 11 from downtown. He had 24, remember. In the game here, he drew the foul on Josh Hart. That was the difference in the game here.
Yep.
And tonight, he goes for 33 points. 9 of 11 from 3.
He can shoot. He really can. And it's been cleared up for him to be the second option now that DeMar DeRozan has moved on to the Sacramento Kings. It's LaVine and Kobe White every single night. They're going to get a volume of shots. They're going to get a bulk of shots. And when this guy starts finding the range from deep, he can light it up. And he showed it tonight. He seems to always play well against the Knicks.
See, that's good defense right there.
It is. This is great defense, too. Shamit's up on him. He's 3-4 feet behind the three-point line. But I'm telling you, Zach LaVine and Kobe White are shot makers. They're tough shot makers. When they get a rhythm on offense and they get off to a good start, which especially LaVine got off to a good start. He had 24 points on really high percentage shooting in the first half. Then as an offensive player, you just start taking tough shots and saying, if it goes in, I don't care. And you start making them. And you take the pressure off yourself when you build yourself a little equity with a big first half. And that's exactly what Kobe White and Zach LaVine did. And they closed this game with exquisite shot making.
A unique line for Josh Hart. Only 2 points, but he grabbed 16 rebounds and passed off for 10 assists.
It's great.
Didn't make a field goal, took only 5 shots, but made a contribution as always. We're going to get his post-game reaction after this.